Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. And what? There's a guest. Hello, Phil. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for the invitation. I just have to say, I am your ultimate number one fan. I'm obviously the founder of Overhyped Beer Reviews. It is the No Hype Fan Network, a total of one member, me.
Other people got to get in on this. I like this.
Yeah, I have to say, I have learned absolutely a lot from you. As you can see, I even purchased and aged my own beer. Not as knowledgeable as you, but I'm pretty sure, some of these beers I have up here, man, in about 10 years or so, they're going to taste fantastic. I mean, I have Old English 800. It says old, right?
It's right in the name, old.
It says old, so another 10 years, I bet it's going to taste wonderful. I've got Miller High Life. It says champagne of beers. So I just figured, you age a lot of great stuff. If I'm buying a champagne of beers.
Yeah. Champagne can sit in the bottle for a long time. So I assume the beer can also.
Absolutely. And then some sort of import, Modelo Especial. I figured, hey, it's an import. Why not? So I know you've got your shelves of beer, but I've got some exquisite uniques on my shelf as well. So
I'm curious for the revisit 10 years from now, how those have aged. Yes. Ridiculous. So for people who didn't put the name together, so Phil, the homebrews I've been doing lately are courtesy of Phil, and he sent this one off so we could do a review together. So Phil, I think I've had a little bit of Tilted Barn.
Yeah, I think one or two. I always throw a commercial beer in with the homebrews. So I think I might have sent you one before,
right? Yeah.
Right? Something along those lines. They're hazy IPAs.
Yes, you're right. So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about this beer, how you got it and all that?
Yeah, this one actually is last year's release. I think they released Boreal, which is a barrel-aged stout. I think November, December timeframe. This was the first time they released it, I believe, was 2023.
Okay.
November, December. I held it for a year. I had it a bottle back then. I just felt like, let me see if things round out a little bit. Not that it was bad. I just, wanted to kind of see hey, it's their first attempt. Let me give it a year to kind of age a little bit and see. So I've been saving some bottles. So I thought it actually would be a great idea to send you as one as well, since I know this is kind of one of your styles that you look most forward to. So
yeah, for people who are watching, Phil and I do seem to sync up pretty well on things we like and don't like about beer styles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being an aged beer, should I release it on a Saturday, Phil? You think should we make this a Cellar Saturday video specifically?
Sounds good to me.
Cellar Saturday video. There it is. All right. So should we put in the glass? Or do you have anything else you want to talk about it? Or
no, I believe the owner, which is a husband and wife, I think she designs these labels, which is kind of neat. So you can't really probably tell on camera, but it's kind of like a glittery type label with just, I don't know, it's just unique. I like the idea of one of the owners actually designing all the labels themselves. They actually put it into artwork and frame it that you can actually buy at the brewery too, which is kind of neat. So
that's really cool.
Yeah,
I was going to comment.
2 miles down the road, so this is kind of my go-to place in the area.
Yeah, it is a beautiful label, and they even got the wax seal down. They did it right.
They did. We could have another discussion about wax seals. They drive me nuts. I know you like to put yours, the ones you purchase, and actually do it yourself. Me, as you can notice, I've already got it prepped and ready because I'll sit here for 20 minutes trying to get these things off sometimes.
I thought I had prepped this, but this is legit. I might have to get some help on this one. Oh my god!
I told you. I even had it ready. I still can't get this thing.
Right? I thought I prepped it decently as well. No wax beer.
I heard a hiss. I heard a hiss on my end. So
all right, that's good.
We are. Your Cellar Saturday video is probably going to be about 20 minutes long now at this point.
That's okay.
All right, there we go.
Oh my goodness, I'm really struggling with this.
Well, while you're opening it, I do have another surprise for you.
Oh yeah. You're going to talk about that. It's something off screen, guys. Watching, I have no idea what is about to happen.
I got to get myself in the mood. for doing a beer review with the famous No Hype.
Better than infamous, I suppose.
This will show my ultimate fandom. Are you ready to go?
That is legit. I am so
pretty
close
sure I'm not gonna be able to drink this beer with
wax monstrosity.
This might be short-lived.
I'm sure it's not as comfortable as it is on me. Yes.
No, it is not.
So was that for a Halloween costume you had, or what?
No, I bought it for this.
For the.
All right, enough.
Oh my goodness, I really cannot get this open.
The other thing, and if you play your cards right, you could have an exclusive Kingston Abbey engraved glass.
Ooh, very cool. We both picked the same style of glass, which is, and we didn't even talk about that ahead of time.
We did not. But Kingston Abbey, for anybody that doesn't know, that's the name of my brewery, my home brew. So.
Oh yeah, like talk about like
very limited in quantity.
Your Instagram handle and stuff. I swear I'm close to getting this. Either that's gonna happen, or people are gonna see me lose my mind on camera.
Unrehearsed nature of everything that we are.
This is not. I know there's been gags this video. This video is not set up to be a gag video, but I like legit.
I mean, I could put the beard and the skullet back on if you'd like to entertain people while you're getting this.
Finally, I finally got it. Oh my goodness! I swear, people watching, this was not part of the bit that I struggled that much. What was the ABV on this? It's like 10%.
Yeah, around there. I think 10 exactly. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 10 exactly.
I can already smell it. Holy cow.
Yeah.
All right. So it seems pretty okay. It's a pretty dark beer. When I hold it off camera on the light, it has a good amount of carbonation and things. Yours has been poured longer than mine. So you have less carbonation.
It really had no head when I poured it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe because I was violently shaking it.
Bottle open, but yeah, I didn't have much.
So, I mean, black with a little bit of brown in there, maybe?
Yeah, like caramely mocha-like head.
For sure. Let's just get into the aroma. I can already smell it, so I'm like, I really want to like get in there.
Yeah, a lot of barrel in there. Boosted oak. You getting that?
I definitely get oak specifically. Good roast character. I think part of that, what I'm perceiving is roast is like char.
Yes, char.
Right?
With the word tannic.
Ooh.
I get a lot of bourbon. I definitely get the alcohol that
tannic
was aged in for sure.
Yeah, so the barrel, like the actual oak, the char from the oak, the spirit. Mm-hmm. So like barrel wise, pretty good. Some of that char I think is leading into the roastiness I'm perceiving.
Yeah, the head that's there is tan.
Yeah,
which is usually what you're gonna get.
Dark chocolate. It's really not a super sweet smelling beer. So for me, it's got to be pretty darn dark chocolate. Like it's not like a Hershey syrup. It doesn't get that sweet at all, or perception of sweetness.
Yeah, agreed.
Anything else before we try it?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so let's see if we can do this. So you want to cheer? We want cheers in the middle. So you want to go towards the tank. You want to go towards your sign, so we can cheers in the middle.
All right, let's cheers in the middle.
There it is. I'll reach over. Clink. All right, cheers, Phil.
Hey, cheers. So I can tell you right now, it's changed in a year for me.
Okay.
I know obviously you didn't have it, over a year ago, but it has changed. It has mellowed out a bit, honestly. some of like the rougher edges for me personally, just from what I remember of it.
So, like, yeah, I would, having never had it before, I would not say this has a lot of spiky edges or anything. Like, it does taste well-rounded, blended together. That roast I got in the aroma, I get in the taste, but like you're saying, it's not like it's some sort of, overly aggressive note that's out of place or out of whack or overtaking something else. It's just there. It's a pretty dominant thing, but like it still is harmonious with everything else.
I get everything we smelled, like nothing beyond that, in terms of like
Yep.
complexity.
Yep.
I don't see it going beyond kind of what we expected after just taking the first whiff, when you open the bottle and it hit us. So
Yeah, I would say this follows the aroma about as close as you can in a beer. I do get a little bit more chocolate complexity in the taste and got in the aroma.
I agree.
Other than that, like I do get a little bit of a sweet chocolate with the dark chocolate, but not super sweet either, not Hershey syrup sweet.
I was about to say, like, when I look at chocolatey notes, like there's like Hershey's and then there's Cadbury. Like Hershey's has like that kind of like, I don't want to say acrid, but like kind of like a little like rough,
okay.
like flavor to it. Cadbury's kind of just smooth and creamy, and this was like more Hershey's originally. Now it's kind of like in the middle of those two. So that's my best attempt at having descriptors of different types of chocolate.
Yeah, Phil, that was very impressive. Okay, just
give me credit there for that. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. But it has smoothed out a bit, which is great overall. For me, I drink like Anchorage stouts, a lot of those. And those, if you've had them, are like thick as oil. This is, for me, like I don't want to say too thin. It's just thin. So like I'm so used to these just really thick BA stouts. So for me, I would just say, for my preference, it's just a little thin. So
I was wondering, and not that ABV has to translate. I infamously did a mystery beer once, and I'm like, this has to be like 16% because the beer is so viscous, and it was like 10.5, and it was WeldWorks, so it wasn't Media Noche, but yeah, it was like so thick it can confused me in thinking it had to be a higher alcohol beer. This one, I totally see what you're saying, thin for the style, but it's not a particularly thin beer. Like it's I see what you're saying though. It's not like watery thin at all, but it's not as thick as many other stouts, barrel aged or otherwise, I've had. For 10%, I don't taste the alcohol. The barrel's coming through nicely. It's not overpowering the base beer. It seems harmonious. I don't know. This is quite good.
There's a lot of potential here for sure. Yeah. I actually thought it was too boozy at first when I first tried it again, because I can remember this. It wasn't that long ago. This is, everything's kind of melded together a little bit, that it's taken away like a little of the booziness that I thought was there previously. So this is further evidence of aging a beer for a year and a half and letting it sit in the bottles. Things can get better.
Any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
No, I think it's a great beer. Good attempt at really making a barrel-aged stout for like what it was for that year, like the first one. So yeah, I'm pleased with it.
Yeah, they should definitely, especially like you said, first attempt, they should be very proud of this beer for sure. Yeah, it's quite good. And yeah, again, the thinness is not taking me out of it. It's not making me want more or whatever. It's good. Phil, do you want to plug your Instagram account or anything?
No, I mean, if you're really interested in just seeing photos of my craft home brews, you can go to Kingston Abbey. But I'm sure after this display, that might be a bad move. But if you Kingston Abbey on Instagram,
you're going to get so many followers on Instagram. Well, Phil, just explicitly, thank you for the beer. I really appreciate it. And those home brews and stuff, those are always super fun to do. And people clearly get a kick out of them. But yeah, thanks again for the beer. Check out Phil's Instagram account. And once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and on Tap. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe. And most importantly, thanks again, Phil. Imbibe. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, cheers.